2020 marks the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Bros., and the best Nintendo has done to celebrate it is this machine right here. Thanks, Nintendo. This is the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch, putting two important pieces of Nintendo's history together. It cost somebody $50 US, and with 3 games, a clock, and the general styling of the unit, that's still a better deal than the other collection they released. Unlike the old Game & Watches, this charges with a cable and uses an LCD display rather than the ancient methods of a digital clock. It came with a manual as well, I'm sure somebody will read that. I found it interesting that there are 4 layers of packaging before getting to the game. My first impressions are very positive. It's a small unit, but the build quality is very high, and this golden metal finish on the front looks gorgeous. Turning over to the back, while it didn't come up on camera, the machine uses tri-wing screws rather than the common Phillips head. This is because, if something goes wrong, Nintendo would prefer you buy another one than fix it yourself. Again, this is not a $300 Nintendo Switch. This is Super Mario Bros. In a 40-year-old form factor. Turning it on, I was met with a very old-school image of the plumber asking me to press the time button. I obliged. I don't really care about the clock, so I pressed the game button and loaded up the original Super Mario Bros. I've never been any good at the game, but the controls felt solid. The buttons are rubbery, a feature of the old Game & Watch systems, but they work very well. I was very interested in the D-pad. I don't own another Game & Watch to compare to, but I do have this, my gold standard for all controllers. The D-pad on this thing is wonderful, and we can see in this footage that, when both down and right are pressed, Mario simply stands still. On my controller, this really only happens while pressing both directions at the same time. Wiggling back and forth on down only rarely puts in a side, and it just doesn't happen in normal gameplay. The D-pad on this device works very similarly, so wrong inputs are very rare. Coupled with the quality of their other recent D-pads, it seems Nintendo only has issues with this on their most expensive and popular controller. Thanks, Nintendo. Next, I moved on to Lost Levels, and played it about as much as I usually do, and moved on to Ball. Not a whole lot to say. I'll be waiting until fans figure out how to put more and better games on this thing before playing it too much. For now, though, the main draw is as a collector's item, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'll have a lot of fun uncovering some of the Easter eggs. I only managed to find this one while recording. I think Kirby did it better. And apparently, the system displays the wrong lyrics for 4 out of the 7 selectable languages, and the song is only voiced in English. And because the USB port can't accept data, there is literally nothing Nintendo can do about this aside from apologize and maybe fix it in a later revision. Thanks, Nintendo. And thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments, and until next time, remember not to leave a newly purchased, unopened item on the bus unattended. Goodbye.